Hi everyone, Scott Smith, Rusnak BMW in sunny Southern California. Check out this sweet machine I have here in inventory. New 2016 BMW X5M. Man, this thing's got some attitude. Let's talk about the front of that first. Okay guys, we do have this one with the full adaptive LED lights. Also check out the signature double ribbed M kidney grills. Also you can see how much front end modification we've done over the standard X5. Just a very, very aggressive stance. Now also, this car is going to come standard with M Design 21-inch wheels. They're 21 by 10 inch up front and they're 21 by 11.5 in the back. And check out the brakes. You've got rotors there that are over 15 inches. And another nice little fact is that brake pad is over 50% larger than the previous generation X5M. All right, now one thing that's amazing about this car too is I was reading just the oil injection system is set up for some serious lateral G-forces up to 1.2 Gs. So definitely they have set this car up for some serious handling. Now please, I do have to advise you, please stay within your comfort zone and drive it as safe as possible. All right, but definitely this car is designed for some fun. Also, you can see the rear wheel well vent here, which is functional and just a great design. It helps out with the air turbulence there in the wheel well. So BMW is always thinking, about efficiency and coefficient of drag. So yeah, check out those wheels. Let's get a little rev time with El Naz. Man, that sounds great. Yeah. Hi, El Naz.
Hi, how did that sound?
Awesome, awesome.
Sounds amazing, right?
Yes, definitely. So once you head up to the front, I'll pop open the hood.
Sure.
You can tell us some about the stats. So guys, just down here, pull that hood. I'm gonna turn the engine off so it's a little quieter so we can hear El Naz. There we go. How you doing? You find that thing? It likes to hide in there, huh?
But it seems like it's stuck.
There we go. What do we got underneath here?
So this car features our twin scroll twin turbo 4.4 liter V8 engine.
Nice.
At an impressive 0 to 60 at 4 seconds. Just
Wow.
4 seconds. It's amazing. And if you actually try launch control, it feels a lot faster. 567 horsepower, 553 pounds of torque. Now this car weighs about 5,620 pounds, and one thing that's really nice about it is that we have achieved almost perfect 50-50 weight distribution on this car ratio.
Nice.
So, now talking about maybe some of the dimensions.
Mm-hmm.
So 75 inches wide.
Okay.
And it's also 192 inches long. So you can see.
Nice. Yeah, so go ahead, let's open up that door. I'll get the hood for us. We're going to show you guys some of these amazing seats they put in this generation.
We do have the new design seats in this
Yes.
car. You can see
A radical difference from what we've had in the past.
they're actually very comfortable as well. So,
And El Naz will show us some of the different controls down here.
You do have your lumbar supports. You can adjust your headrests.
Yeah, so check that out, guys. This headrest will move back and forth depending on forward or back, depending on how you're sitting. Give you a little bit more support for the neck. Also, what about the side
So if you
support?
like a more sportier, tighter seats, you can actually tighten up.
So these sides will suck in, guys, especially if you're out in the canyons, hitting the G's, going through the corners. You do have memory there for 2.
You do, set 1, set 2.
And then what about the front?
the front.
Do have the leg extension,
Oh, right,
I
yes.
think, don't we?
We do have the leg extension.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice option to have.
And then this one has the ventilated seats, is that correct?
Yes, as well. It does have the ventilated seats. We do have the red stitching around the car.
Nice, a little bit more attitude.
Right, and the carbon fiber trim.
Nice.
Really
And then,
nice.
I know we did something with,
So on this generation X5M, X6M, we actually moved the locks from the center to the side doors for easier access for our clients.
and then tell us a little bit about these buttons here.
So we do have your folding mirrors
Nice.
And you will be able to open your tailgate using this button.
And close it.
And close it, yes. And then we do have the Bang & Olufsen sound system in this car.
Nice.
1200 watts, 16 speakers, very impressive.
And then also
the bottle holders. So
yeah, so it's really nice.
To have, we do have a bottle so we can show you.
And then you can put your coffee over there.
Yes, you do. So they're actually they're bigger, so you can fit bigger bottles.
Some bladder busters over there, huh?
Right.
Those 48-ounce drinks.
We also have the full leather dash. Nice trim.
Now before we do any more in the front, let's go ahead and go to the back seat so we can show the leg room. You're pretty comfortable. I think you had it pretty far back. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now one thing with the doors, we need to tell everybody this one was ordered and it's got the soft close doors, so don't have to slam them. So looks like you got lots of leg room.
Yes. I'm about 5'6" without the shoes, so.
Wow, look at those
Still have a
shoes.
lot of-
Those things are awesome.
Still have a lot of room in the back, so.
And then we have
the suede headliner.
yeah, Alcantara, guys,
Alcantara.
really soft. And then we have the panoramic moonroof, that's standard.
Which is nice. And should we show them?
Yeah,
the
let's do that.
tailgate?
Mm-hmm.
And then also you have the sunshades.
Yes. And the windows are tinted from the factory, guys, so it is in the glass. So that's definitely a nice advantage over doing it aftermarket, where you're going to have the film on the inside.
Now, before we get to the tailgate, maybe we should talk about the exhaust.
Mm-hmm.
We do have the quad exhaust. It's actually modified on this car, and it sounds a lot louder than the previous generation.
Great.
And you do have the functional diffuser in the back as well. So.
Very nice. Yeah, it's kind of that signature look for the M's to have the quad exhaust.
Yes. So automatic release. We have the second part. This car does come with the spare tire because we don't have run flats.
Yeah, guys, the one thing we do have, as you can see here on these rears, we do have the Michelin, and you've got the Pilot Super Sports. So you do have definitely a nice performance tire. These cars have been tested, and those are the tires they recommend on here. Definitely. And you look at just the measurement of that. 325 by 30 series R21s. So definitely a very aggressive looking wheel and tire set. Great.
So we do have these hooks that are adjustable, and you can actually take them off as well if you wish to tie anything to it.
Nice.
And then the cover, really easy to function.
And then we want to show the back seats.
Yes, let's show them the back
Let's do
seats.
that.
What's this?
Oh, give that a good
That
slam.
Slam it hard enough. So here we go. So we do have the 20-40-20 split seats. So
Mhm.
it's very easy to pull down.
Or 40, 20, 40.
Yes, 20-40, yes, 40-20.
No problem.
I was thinking about something else. Here we go. The middle part, very easy to function.
Mm-hmm.
And we also have the cup holders that are
Nice.
in the middle,
And then also we have the fully functional
so climate control in the back with
Mhm.
heated seats. You
Charging
do have
ports.
extra charging ports, and you also have the side vents over here. So.
Okay. Perfect. So let's move to the front. Scoot this back a little bit. You can see we've got the signature badging on the car all over the place. Got your M dead pedal there, definitely with some extra grip. You also do have some storage in here, and it is lined very nicely, so it won't scratch some of your items like sunglasses, things like that. You do have your light control here. Here is your heated steering wheel control, full power adjustment, auto headlights, and then your onboard computer. You can see some of your stats just right there in the display. All right, let's jump in. Yeah.
Should we talk about the M specific buttons that we
Yes.
have? Right, so the first one is your steering wheel. You will be able to change that to Comfort, Sport, or Sports Plus. Also with your suspensions and your throttle response. So you also have the DTC button if you wish to do any donuts in the parking lot, then you
Awesome.
may turn that off, but we don't recommend it. So, and you also have your front view camera, which shows the nice
Very
we have a nice
nice.
view of the front.
Also, you know what else I wanted to mention to the watchers is also the auto hold feature, guys. This is really cool.
Right.
And ladies, anytime you come to a stop, the electromechanical parking brake will engage and hold the car in place for you. So if you're sitting at a long light or in traffic, anytime you come to a stop, it'll actually show up in the dash, and then that way you can take your foot off, relax, and as soon as you hit the accelerator, it will release the vehicle.
Right.
Now, you do have to turn it on every time that the vehicle comes on, so it's not just permanently going to stay on. And then there's also your parking brake. One thing that was really cool is the 8-speed M Steptronic transmission. So it is not a double clutch transmission, but the M department wanted to make sure we didn't take away any of the performance that an M is known to have. So this is definitely a very fun and modified transmission, perfect for this type of vehicle. And one great benefit is that we can get an additional 20% fuel economy because of this transmission. So a great plus.
Right.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people ask about how do you park
Ah,
the M
yes.
because there's no P, as you can see.
And you can see right now we actually
parked.
are in P, but let's go ahead and put it in drive.
So let's put it to.
So right now
drive.
you can see we're in drive. There's the big D there.
Right, so to
So
park the
now
car, very
my
easy.
foot's
You
on the
just,
brake.
Push it to the left,
So,
to neutral.
so it's in neutral.
And all you have to do is pull your parking brakes, which is
So
already
the brake is on, and then I'm going to go ahead and turn off,
the car,
and then push, take my foot off, and then push it one more time, and you can see it's gone to park.
Yes.
Definitely. Or another way, which I think, and let's see if it works or not.
Sure.
Let's just see. So let's see if we go over into drive. Okay, so I'm completely drive, no brake on right now. Now let's just see if I turn the car off.
Yes, that's also another way.
And then turn it completely off. So it's just a couple different ways you can do it, just in case if you're in a hurry or not in a hurry. But let's go ahead and turn this back on. There we go. One thing I wanted to show too is the ventilated seats really
Ventilated
quick.
seats?
Yeah, because we want to show those right there. So we do have 3 stage. They're independent each side of the seats here, and you have 3 different levels. Obviously with the heated seats you do have that. But go ahead and tell us about that.
So we do have the 10.2-inch screen, high definition, in our X5M, and it's not touch screen, but you do have the touchpad option on this car. So
Nice.
it's, for example, if you're in navigation, you want to enter an address, instead of clicking down, you can actually just write the numbers on this pad.
Oh,
and
perfect.
Right to left, left, left. And if you do a right to left, it deletes as well. So.
Great. Yeah, let's go over the sticker on this particular model.
Sure. So the MSRP on this car is $113,295, and some of the options that you have is the Driver Assistance Plus package, which comes with the active blind spot detection, active driving assistance, and surround view. You also have your executive package, and some of the things included in this package is your front ventilated seats, heated rear seats. You have your head-up display and concierge services.
Okay.
We also have some nice standard options on this vehicle as well, which is your panoramic moonroof. You have your carbon fiber trim, 21-inch M alloy wheels, and what else do we have? Comfort Access keyless entry. And for $3,700, you can get the Bang & Olufsen sound system, which is a must in this car.
And that had, what was it again? We
So,
had 1200?
16 speakers, 1200 watts.
Nice. Okay, so it does crank, guys.
It does.
And ladies.
So fuel economy, 16 combined, 14 city and 19 highway. Pretty impressive for a car this size and this big.
Mhm.
And the final assembly on this car was in Spartanburg, South Carolina. So,
And one thing to mention too, because we did talk about mention the concierge service. That's a really nice feature, because I know what we can do is you can activate it here in the iDrive under connected drive, and you can see you can go. There's concierge right there. So there's different things if you needed information. Like, do you have any examples at all, Elmas?
I can't remember from the top of my head, but I believe restaurant reservations.
Yes.
Service appointments,
Mhm.
and if you need directions, they will be able to
Definitely.
assist you.
There was even one thing I did in my particular car. I do have it. So I called them up and I just said, hey, I was looking for a particular type of Italian meal that I wanted to have. And they actually looked it up in my local area. They saw that there was a restaurant that served that particular type of food and that particular plate. And so they just said, oh, great. And they sent the actual information to my navigation.
Right.
And we activated it, and boom, it took us right to the restaurant. So it's a very nice feature to have with some of these cars that do have it included. You can purchase it on most BMWs. There is just a yearly fee, but there is an amazing amount of different features that are included. It's basically kind of like having your own assistant, so it's really nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think that's all we got.
Cool.
In our F85 X5M. So
Nice. Let's go take a shot on the outside. And definitely, if you guys or ladies are looking for the car and you live in the state of California, please send me an email. Definitely. And thanks for watching. Give us some great comments down below. Thumbs up. Thanks, Elnaz.
my pleasure. And if you'd like to follow me on Instagram or YouTube, please make sure to check out the details in our bio area. So,
Cool.
thank you.
Bye-bye.